Hey my friends, how's it going? This is Leo Augusto, and I'm going to read a story that Orion King sent to me. Alright, so let's go. Let's start the story. I think I was about 9 years old. My father had just been transferred from the city of São Paulo to Fortaleza in Ceará. Since I was clueless on the plane, I had no idea at all. I asked the flight attendant for about 3 snacks, those cheap snacks. You thought the flight attendant was like a waitress at a diner, right? That she would just keep serving you stuff. Then we went to live in an apartment. Right away, right on the first day, the building manager didn't really like us because I, being a lively kid, went out to make friends. Then I found 2 mischievous little boys in the apartment and we started playing hide and seek. They ran to hide behind the apartment. Then, when we got tired of playing, we went to recover in their apartment. We went down the stairs and they said they had forgotten something, but they ran up the stairs really fast. Then, I got to a floor in the building that had an apartment identical to theirs, and the door was open. I went into that apartment very slowly. Then I turned the corner and there was a woman taking a dump with the door open. Then she screamed. Her husband came out of his room and started chasing me down the stairs. I didn't know what was happening. I ran out like crazy, afraid of getting beaten up. Then I got to my apartment. The guy followed me there with the building manager. He complained, saying the following.
This kid, son of a gun, broke into my apartment to see my wife taking a dump.
Then the guy, from then on, the building manager hated us. After a few months, my dad quit his job and we moved back to São Paulo. Wow, man, that's crazy. What a wild story. You went into the wrong apartment thinking it was your friend's place. But it wasn't like that at all, man. This is from João Paulo. I'll read his story now and hope you enjoy it. I haven't read it yet, so let's find out together. One day, I was happy and cheerful at 15 years old, walking around the house after watching a great movie in the afternoon, and I realized I was completely alone at home. I couldn't think of anything else but to go at the speed of light to get a delicious jar of powdered milk. Since my parents weren't home to stop me, and neither were my siblings, so I didn't even have to share. I grabbed the biggest spoon I could find from the kitchen drawer and filled it with powdered milk. I felt like a construction worker lifting 200 tons of cement, but it wasn't cement. It was the taste of something forbidden. Then I put that spoon in my mouth and went to savor the powdered milk. But there's always a but. The moment of pleasure can never be perfect. What I didn't expect was that I could choke on all that milk. And my dear friends, that's exactly what happened. I felt like those were my last moments alive on Earth. Wow, man, did you really choke hard on powdered milk? Like, seriously? I could already see the light, the one I would follow along with the kids who died choking on powdered milk. Wow, man. But with my last bit of strength, I remembered I could fix all of that with a glass of water, the beautiful glass of water. But to my despair, there wasn't a single bottle of water in the fridge. Wow, man, what did you do? And to make things even worse, there was no water in the tap because the neighborhood's water had run out. Damn, man, I can't believe this, dude. The only solution would be to endure the suffering until the end. Wow, man, what agony, dude. But in the end, I remember that I salivated so much that I could survive in the most disgusting way by drinking my own saliva and in large amounts. Wow, man, but I will never forget the day I tasted the delicious and sweet flavor of death. Wow, so you survived just on saliva. After all, you're telling me this now. Yeah, wow, man, what a cool story, huh, man? The other day, man, I was sleeping, and then I dreamed that I was suffocating, and then, man, I was like this. Wow, man, I'm suffocating in my dream. I was talking to someone else. And then, man, I asked for help, but I couldn't speak. Like, I wanted her to hit my back, but I couldn't speak. I was like... And like, I couldn't breathe, man, but it wasn't just a dream. In real life, I was also in trouble. Why? Was I sleeping? And then the saliva in my throat kept going down, and I couldn't swallow. I couldn't swallow. I was like, damn, man, it was really desperate. I think it was that desperate, choking feeling, right? It was really bad, and then I woke up like this. I coughed and swallowed. Damn, man, it's really tense to choke. And you can't get it out, that agony inside you, but thank you so much for sending your story. If you want to send your story to the channel so I can make an animation and tell it here, send it to inscritosleo Gmail, okay? Bye.